In 1977, as the twin Voyager spacecraft prepared to launch toward the outer planets, a small committee led by Carl Sagan faced an impossible task. They had been given the chance to place a message on board the probes, a message that would survive for billions of years, potentially outlasting the Earth, the Sun, and humanity itself. They had to decide, if we were to leave behind a single last will and testament for an alien civilization or a distant future version of ourselves, what would we say? The result was the Voyager Golden Record, a 12-inch gold-plated copper disc containing the sights, sounds, and soul of a planet. It is the most ambitious message in a bottle ever cast into the cosmic ocean, a time capsule that carries our story into the eternal dark. The record is a masterpiece of analog technology, designed to be understood by any civilization that has mastered the basics of physics and mathematics. On its cover, etched into the metal, are a series of symbolic instructions. They explain how to play the record, how to calculate the location of the sun using pulsars as celestial landmarks, and how to define time using the fundamental transition of the hydrogen atom. It is a universal language, bypasses the barriers of human linguistics to speak in the dialect of the stars. The cover itself is a test. Any being capable of intercepting Voyager and the vastness of interstellar space would surely have the scientific maturity to decode its manual. Inside the record, the content is divided into several sections. The first is a collection of 116 images, encoded in analog form. These images were carefully selected to provide a user manual for Earth. They start with the basics, our location in the solar system, our mathematical definitions, and the structure of our DNA. From there, they move to the biological, the anatomy of humans, the variety of animals and plants, and the environments of our world, mountains, oceans, deserts, and forests. The goal was to show what we look like and how we live, without focusing on our wars, our politics, or our suffering. It is a curated, idealized version of humanity, a family photo sent to the neighbors we haven't met yet. Following the images is a section called Sounds of Earth. This is an audio montage that captures the atmosphere of our planet. It begins with the sounds of the physical world, the rumble of thunder, the crashing of waves, and the whistling of wind. Then it transitions into the biological, the songs of birds, the howl of a wolf, and the eerie, beautiful clicks and whistles of humpback whales. Finally, it introduces human technology and culture. The sound of a steam train, a mother's kiss, the beat of a heart, and the first hello, spoken in 55 different languages, ranging from ancient Akkadian to modern Mandarin. To an alien listener, this section would be a sonic map of a living, breathing world. The heart of the record, however, is the music. Sagan and his team believed that music was the best way to convey human emotion and the feeling of being alive. They selected 90 minutes of music from around the globe, creating a cosmic playlist that spans cultures and centuries. It includes the structured brilliance of Bach and Beethoven, the raw energy of Chuck Berry's Johnny B. Good, the haunting flutes of the Solomon Islands, and the traditional songs of Peru, China, and Senegal. It is a defiant statement of diversity, proving that while we may be a single species, we have found 1,000 different ways to sing about our existence. There is also a deeply personal hidden message on the record. Anne Druyan, the creative director of the project, and later Sagan's wife, had her brainwaves and heartbeats recorded for a full hour. During the recording, she meditated on the history of Earth, the challenges of humanity, and the experience of falling in love. Those electrical impulses were converted into sound and etched into the grooves. In a very literal sense, the Golden Record carries the thoughts of a human being into the void, If a super advanced civilization ever finds the probe, they might be able to reconstruct those neural patterns, essentially reading the mind of a person who lived in 1977. The real scale of this mission is staggering. The Voyager probes are the furthest human-made objects in existence. Voyager 1 has already traveled over 15 billion miles from Earth. It has left the heliosphere, Sun's protective bubble, and entered the cold, quiet realm of interstellar space. But even at its current speed of 38,000 miles per hour, it won't come near another star for another 40,000 years. The Golden Record is a message designed for a timescale that dwarfs human history. It is built to last for at least 1 billion years. By the time the record is found, if it ever is, the continents of Earth will have shifted, the sun will be significantly hotter, and the humans who sent it will likely be long gone. This is why we call it our last will and testament. It is the only part of us that is guaranteed to survive the end of the solar system we discussed earlier. When the sun expands into a red giant and consumes the Earth, the physical record of our music, our art, and our thoughts will still be out there, drifting in the vacuum between the stars. The Voyager probes are our ghosts, carrying the memory of a small blue world into an era where that world no longer exists. It is a way of ensuring that our existence was not in vain, that even if we were just a final second on the cosmic calendar, the universe will always have a record of our name. The Golden Record also serves as a bridge to the search for a grand unified theory and the mirror universe. It represents our desire to find a universal commonality. By including the hydrogen atom in pulsar maps, we are betting on the idea that the laws of physics are the same everywhere. We are assuming that an alien civilization would recognize the same mathematical truths that we have discovered. The record is a testament to our belief in a rational universe, where logic and beauty can bridge the gap between two different species, separated by light years of space. However, the record has its critics. Some argue that it was a mistake to send a map to our home planet, fearing that it could lead a hostile civilization back to us. This is the dark forest theory of the universe, which suggests that civilizations should stay quiet to avoid being destroyed by predators. But Sagan famously countered this by saying that the vastness of space is our protection. By the time anyone finds Voyager, we will either be a much more advanced civilization capable of defending ourselves, or we will be extinct. The Golden Record wasn't a tactical move, it was an act of hope. It was a choice to be optimistic about the nature of intelligence in the cosmos. As we look at the Voyager mission from the perspective of 2026, the probes are finally running out of power. Their nuclear batteries, RTGs, are fading, and one by one, their instruments are being turned off to save energy. Within the next few years, the Voyagers will go silent. They will become dark objects, no longer communicating with Earth, but their mission won't be over. They will continue to coast through the galaxy on their current trajectories, held in the grip of the Milky Way's gravity. The Golden Record will remain, safely encased in its protective aluminum jacket, waiting in the silence. The dust-to-life connection we've explored finds its ultimate expression here. The record is made of the very elements forged in ancient stars, and it carries the story of how that dust became a civilization. It is a message from one group of stardust to any other group of stardust that might be out there. It is a reminder that we are part of a shared cosmic lineage. If an alien finds the record, they won't just be seeing a message from Earth. They will be seeing a reflection of the same universal process that likely created them. The record also addresses the loneliness of the universe, like the boat's void we will soon explore. In a universe that can seem cold and indifferent, The Golden Record is a warm hello. It is an attempt to break the silence. Even if it is never found, the act of sending it changed us. It forced us to look at ourselves from the outside to decide what we valued most about our species. It made us realize that our music, our children, and our curiosity are our true legacy, not our weapons or our wealth. Every time you look at the rings of Saturn or the Martian blue sunsets, remember that there is a piece of us moving through that same dark sky, carrying a greeting from the people of Earth. The Voyager probes are currently further away than the scariest planet we described, yet they are more us than anything else in the stars. They are the ultimate expression of our cosmic connection, proving that we are a species that refuses to be ignored by the infinity of the void. The Golden Record is our will because it leaves behind our most precious assets, our knowledge and our art. It is our testament because it bears witness to the fact that we were here. It says, this is our name, this is our music, and this is how we felt about the universe. It is a humble, beautiful, and slightly desperate plea to be remembered. In the grand silent theater of the cosmos, the Golden Record is our 1-minute standing ovation, a performance that will continue long after the theater has closed. As the cosmic calendar continues to tick toward the future, the Voyagers will drift into the deep galaxy. They will orbit the center of the Milky Way once every 225 million years, just as the Sun does. They will witness the birth of new stars and the death of old ones. They will survive the collision of galaxies and the death of the Sun. And through it all, the gold-plated record will remain. A shimmering artifact of a small blue planet that once dared to dream of the stars. It is the ultimate Video 92 in our series, the moment where we move from being observers of the universe to being a permanent part of its history. The story of the Golden Record is the story of humanity's golden hour. It was a moment of piqued curiosity and unashamed wonder. As we move into the era of Artemis and building a city on the moon, we should carry the spirit of Voyager with us. We are not just exploring to survive. We are exploring to communicate. We are looking for a mirror in the stars, hoping to find that we are not alone. And until we find that answer, we have the Golden Record, a golden heart beating in the dark, telling anyone who will listen that once, for a brief second in the history of the universe, there was a world called Earth, and it was beautiful.